Hello all and welcome back to the channel. So I just want to say thanks to all of my subscribers and everybody who's new around here. It's great that you're here and thank you for your help and effort in sharing my videos and channel around. It really does help and I am greatly appreciated. Anyway, on to today's video, which is my big April video of the month. Now April is a little bit weak, I'm afraid. There's quite a fair few re-releases going on. As you can see here, we've got Star Wars Lego, which is a new Lego game that's supposed to have come out ages ago, and for some reason my pre-order got cancelled because I don't know whether they knew what was happening or not themselves. It was supposed to come out in spring last year, and it's now spring this year and finally come out. And it came out on the 5th of April, and it's doing really well in sales so far. Really impressed with the general game, and I will be picking it up at some point. Now, like I say, the month is a little bit strange. We've got a few different games laying around and coming out, but there's a few re-releases. I don't mean re-releases from like really old games like Chrono Cross or House of the Dead that have come out. I mean more re-releases that are PS4 being ported to the PS5 or PS4 being ported to the Switch and such like that. So we do have a game coming up here though that I found. It's called Slipstream. It's a retro, like proper retro vibe racing game. Now this looks awesome. It reminds me a little bit of like Road Rash and Lotus Turbo Challenge and the older style racing games on the Amiga and Mega Drive that I really enjoyed as a child. I have picked this up. I think there's something at the moment where I'm really wanting to play racing games, and it's probably because of GT. Playing GT7 so much, and this is really looking awesome for that classic retro vibe of racing game. I shall be reviewing it here on the channel, so look out for that video, but it does look awesome. You might remember on the channel I reviewed a game called 80s Overdrive, which is a Switch-only retro-inspired classic racing game like this, and that was really good, but it had some quite graphical hiccups and some really bad sprites in places. Although that was good, it was a little bit graphically funny, so hopefully this one's a little bit better. It has come out on PS4 as well as Switch, so obviously on PS5 as well. Now, this is a random roguelike Metroidvania game, which I found, which comes out late in the month. It's called Rivita, which sounds like a breakfast cereal or cracker or something. It's out on PC and Switch. It'll be coming out on PC and Switch. I think it is going to be on other platforms at a later date, but at the moment I can only find that it's on PC and Switch at the moment. But basically it's a Metroidvania type of platform game, and I never even knew this, but I've played dozens of Metroidvania games, and I never even knew they were Metroidvania games. I just played them and thought they was hard platform games. So Ori and that Greek game I played, and Fist, and all these are Metroidvania games apparently, and I just thought they were platform games. So in my opinion, this is just a platform game. It does look awesome, don't get me wrong, and I will be playing it, and that comes out on the 21st of April. In between that, we do have, like I say, a few re-release games. Tormented Souls comes out on the Switch. We've got 13 Sentinels coming out on the Switch. We've got Road 96 coming out on the PS5. We've got other games which are just re-releases. And we've got Rogue Legends here, or Rogue Legends? Yeah, no, sorry, Rogue Legacy 2, which is another dungeon crawler slashy Metroidvania type game again. Now, I have played the first one and really enjoyed it. So if you've not played that, definitely think it's worth picking up. It reminds me of like old school Ghosts and Ghouls and Ghosts and Goblins and that. Really fun game. I struggled to find a good trailer of the second one, unfortunately. So I am a bit wary that it might be delayed, but that's neither here nor there. It is labelled as coming out on the 28th of April, so hopefully it still does get released. Now, another game here which I'm a little bit iffy if it will get released or not, because it was difficult to find much information on it. However, there has been some demo footage of the game, so I did think I'd include it here. However, it's called Abyss Memories: A Fallen Angel on the Path of Magic, which sounds like a mouthful, yes. But basically, it's a hand-drawn, story-driven game, and it's got many different paths on which you can take in order to get to the end of the adventure. So it has many different endings as well as different options and different paths you can take to be able to complete the game. And basically it's difficult to not really tell you what the game's going to be, because I have found out quite a bit of information about it. But it's basically a click and draw things on the screen and make stuff up and guide your person from one area to the others to be able to get to certain things. And obviously it's a very story-driven game, so it's difficult to talk about it without giving too much away. Which, might be difficult, but I do think it looks very fun. So I wanted to mention that here on the channel because I thought it looked like it was worth mentioning. And like I say, it is a weak month. Right? This is out on the 28th of April, and it could even look like it could end up slipping towards the end of the month, like into next month. We do have some re-releases, like I say. There's Zombie Army 4, that's coming out on the Switch. There's Bugsnax DLC. There's a couple of other Demon Gaze. There's got a DLC pack coming out for it. There's loads of re-releases and extra bits and pieces. Star Wars: The Force Unleashed gets re-released. It's like, oh, okay, right. Especially if you've got all platforms, like some of the games you might have already played on the Switch, or might not have played on the Switch. It's like, well, what's new? Where's the new stuff? Where's the indies? So I have been digging around and looking for them but it's quite a weak month in general. So to cap off the end of the month, we do have Wii Sports 4K, as I'm calling it from now on, because it's Switch Sports, but it's Wii Sports 4K. Nintendo Sports 4K is what we'll call it, but it's not in 4K because it's on a Switch. So maybe the 4K version will come on the Super Switch. So this is just Wii Sports for the Switch, or Nintendo Switch Sports as they're actually calling it, but really it's just Wii Sports 3. Let's face it, it's Wii Sports 3, and you've got bowling in there, and you've got your tennis in there, and you've got your football in there, and you've got badminton there. There's a battle royale bowling thing where you can do like almost 100 people on the same game, which is ludicrously crazy. But they've got a volleyball in there now. Like, it's basically Wii Sports 3, but on the Switch, so you couldn't call it Wii Sports 3. And then when we get the Super Switch, we can call it Wii Sports HD. Or sorry, Wii Sports 4K. And be done with it. Because why not? But, like, really, survival online bowling tournaments. Like, you thought you'd seen it all, you have now, because we've got now Battle Royale bowling. Oh, good. Anyway, it does look a lot of fun, and I did really enjoy Wii Sports anyway. I do think it's a lot of fun for the family and enjoyable around half terms and holiday seasons and such to get the family going. And they are adding golf in a later date, which is pretty cool. But then if you've got Mario Golf, you might not want this. But yeah, great game to be seeing coming out, to be fair. I just think the name makes me laugh more than anything, because we pretty much got a Wii game in the third version. which is cool and all, but at heart it's Wii Sports 3. Anyway, if you aren't enjoying some games this month and I forgot about them, just drop me a comment down below. And thank you very much, and I'll catch you on the next one. Goodbye.